Good evening, folks. Good night. It is good night. Well, I hope it is. For me, it's always good. Good night, good evening, good morning, good day. My life go good, very good. I'm from Holland, and it's 12:30 here. Midnight. Who are the leaders and who are the workers? Well, the leaders are the people with a lot of money and with a lot of power. They are powerful because of the money. The money makes them rich and responsible for the people. I'm talking about presidents, kings, queens, princes, princesses. And people who work under them. Now, who are the workers? Well, you are the workers. You are the workers. You work for them. If you don't, well, there will come a little story that you did die and no one knows how this did happen. This is how it goes in the world. I try to warn you all in any way I can. Let's talk about Baghdad. It will be taken away by ISIS. And America will help ISIS. And the kings and queens, princes and princesses, priests and popes, presidents, they will help. They will all give money for guns and bullets, rockets, bombs, knives, to create a war you never saw in your life before. These are your princes, princesses, priest, pope, kings, queens, and presidents. They all belong together. They are one bloodline. You understand, folks? They are one bloodline. Together with these fallen stars. They are one bloodline. They got the bloodline of the devil. And they are here to suck you up, baby. So you better be ready. Start to wake up. Open your eyes and your ears, because I'm telling you what I see and what I definitely know. What can you do about it? Nothing. Just be with God. And God will let you see what you can do, what you need to do, what you need to know, how you need to walk, how you need to listen, to look, to feel, to understand, to learn, to listen, to see, to feel. God got so many things for you. But if you don't look for God, then God won't give you. And again, I did not look for God. God looked for me. That's why I know. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm telling you this what I definitely know. We are definitely in end time. And where you're living in is not my Father's time. It's not God's time. God's timetable is different than the timetable you live in. That's for sure. So I try to live in the timetable of my Father, the God of Abraham. So I go to my Father's time and my computer stops. My computer starts to stutter. And I thought, well, in a few months I understand that my computer cannot go with the time of God. My computer will do very strange things. You can try it, eh? Put your time on God's time and try your computer. You will get malfunction, disturbing things. Computer don't work good anymore, like it is infected. So a few months later I thought, how can it be that my computer don't work that good anymore? And I look at the time. And I thought, really? This is it, that my computer don't work that good anymore? So I turned back the time in the time I'm living in. And guess what? Everything started to work normal. So I told God, did you see this, my Lord? I try to walk in your time, but it don't let me. Do you understand? I try to explain you, my Father's time is not your time. My Father's time is different than your time. Try to find God's time. What is God's real time table? Find it. That's why, folks, Jesus Christ will come as a thief in the night. That's why Jesus Christ told you all, I will come as a thief in the night. He means you don't know the time. That's the meaning. You don't know the time. Because you live in your time and Jesus lives in his Father's time. And his Father lives in him and he lives in his Father. I'm telling you, folks, you will mess up in time. That's why Jesus will come as a thief in the night. That's why people who say there will come a rapture, and they are wrong all the time. Why? Because they don't know the time. If this will happen, it will happen in God's time, and definitely not in your time. Because your time is not my Father's time. Your data is not my Father's data. Your calendar is not my Father's calendar. You understand very well? Because I'm telling you, folks, it is true and very real that you don't know any time. Of my Father, my God. You don't know his time. So when my Father comes, you will be, how do you call it, mesmerized, surprised. You live in your time and your data, your calendar, your watch, your clock on the wall. But you don't know my Father's time, the time of God. You don't know. That's why Jesus can surprise you as a thief in the night. Because that's why Jesus Christ told you. And I saw people talking about the rapture. Yeah, the rapture is that year and that day, and they were wrong. Why? Because they don't know the time of God. They really don't walk with God. Or else you will wait for God till God will give you the time of the rapture. It's easy enough, folks. Don't lie. I freaking hate lies. When God gives me the rapture, I will tell you, folks, that day will be the rapture. And my God never lies. So the people who dare to say that day is the rapture, how is it possible if you don't live in my Father's time, but you live in yours? How is it possible? It's the same with the sun. You love the sun, right? You love the heat from it, to become brown, and you know, when the sun is shining, you feel good. But why don't you feel so good with God? Because it is God who did make it for you. How is it possible that you love the Son and not my Father? You hypocrites, liars! Then don't go in my Father's Son. This is for the people who don't like God. Don't go in His things. Don't stay here on earth. Go away. You hypocritical liars. I'm sorry, people, that I need to talk like this. But it is like it is. And stop me. Please. Try to stop me. Before you stop me, you will see what will happen with you. I'm here to fulfill things, and I will do it. I will finish it. And I will bring my Father here on earth. And you will start kneeling and crying. And I'm sure, because I know my Father very well, that you don't. You don't know my Father's time. And you people are lying about raptures this, raptures that. Why? Why don't you wait for God till God answer in your head, in your heart and in your soul? Let God work in you. And when God works in you, then you will work in the people. And these are the children of God speaking. Don't lie, folks. I did not see a rapture. I'm telling you again, folks. I saw a rapture when people die. I saw a rapture. Really. I saw the spirits go away. But not to God. Not one of them did go to God. Because I know the way of God. And they don't. They did die. And they did go all another way. But not to God. I know a lot of God because God really did come to me and He touched me and wow. I am with God all the time and I will wait for His answers. If I have questions, I will get any answer. How is that possible, huh? Because I'm a listener. I listen to God. That's why. And when it is time, God will tell me, my son, it is time. But I will not tell you when it is time. If I know the time right now, that God will come, I will never tell you. Because it is me who walk with God. And I don't have to tell you nothing. You need to find out who God is. You need to do it for yourself. I can only warn you about the things I see and know and are real. Next thing, Baghdad will be taken away by the workers of the queens, kings, presidents, princes, princesses. The devil, the fallen angels, wake up, folks. We are in end time. This is what I always will tell you. I need you to wake up. You need to wake up before you start to sleep forever. Because lots of you will sleep forever. Because if you are a dreamer of the wrong things, then God will let you dream. But you will not see God in it. Forget it. Tell me, folks, did you ever see God? Do you know who He really is? Do you know His power? Do you know His love? Do you know His things? Do you know His world? Do you know His voice? The sound? The eyes? The hair? The skin? Do you know God? You tell me, folks, if you know God so well, please tell me, who is God? What does He look like? How does He smell? How does He talk? What does He feel? People talking about God, 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 but they never know God. They do their freaking things without God. Tell this to the people, you know. Hey, today I'm gonna baptize you in the name of God. But did God give it to you? No! Who makes the Pope the Pope? The people! So who is sick here? You people, you brought it on yourself. You people, you will destroy everything what my father did make. You are the devil. The people with not such a healthy mind. These are the killers of the world. The people. You know what I told my father? I told my father, Father, you better did never make people. And God was looking at me. And He was nodding. Yes. God is super perfect, but He did make one thing wrong. He did make the people. If He did not do this, then there was no problem. So is God still perfect? Yes, He is. But He did make a mistake. He did make people. And God saw that it is good. But then people start to kill each other. And within a short time, they don't know what love is. And then God sent someone in high position next to Him, Jesus Christ. He needs to tell you what love is. That's why God sent Jesus Christ. To tell you what love is. To tell you how to be nice for each other, help each other, talk with each other, give to each other, forgive each other. And then the most stupid things start to happen. You kill this person? Jesus Christ? The Son of God, who is God? You try to kill God. The maker of the people. I'm telling you folks, everything will be alright. Everything will come to pass. And without pause. Without delay. God will finish this what He need to finish. But first God will let this devil go around you. Around you all. and you will feel it, who He is. It is God who led it. Because God can let you stop living right now, one by one. Then it's done. But it is not God's promise. And God always keeps His promises. So God tell you, choose. Do you want to be good or do you want to be wrong? If you want to be wrong, don't walk with me. Don't. Go away. I never know you. And God will pick His children. He will touch them all, one by one. 144,000? I don't know. Is it the story? Well, it is in a book. I did not see it in my father's book. I'm sorry, folks. 144,000? I did not see it. And I am close to God. I'm telling you, folks. I saw God come to me. He picked me. That's one. I saw Him touch some more. But 144,000? I did not see it. The rapture? I did not see it. Hell? I did not see it. Jesus Christ? I did not see Him. So who was Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ was God. Need to wake up, folks. We are on the end time, and you will see the next thing happen. There will come a big war. World War number 3, the last one. Many people will die, and diseases will come. New diseases you never hear from, but people will give it a name. So like they do in my father's air with these stars they find, they give it a name. But God did make it. So God will give it a name, and not you people. So stay away, stay the freak away out my father's air. I told you about rockets will go into the air and will fall down, because God will kick it away if it is dirty. This is what God told me. The people who are locked up in the air, they did say that they feel like God, and that God cannot hurt them. These NASA people, these astronauts, or how you call them, I don't care. They are locked up in my Father's air. Yesterday there was another Russian rocket falling down. Malfunction. And this you will hear a lot of times, because if it is bad what they try to put next to God, God will kick it out of his way. This what you put in the air, you better did give it to your brothers and sisters, you stupid fools. NASA! How many billions did you spend, and how many people did die for it? Who got nothing to eat and to drink, but you let them easily die. Because your mind is on money. Money's on my mind, money's on my mind. Well, let's talk about the pop stars. Money's on my mind, money's on my mind. You know, I make it complete for you, eh? B is in the trap, the B is in the trap, B is in the trap, and you are with your hands in the air, yay, yay, and make the pyramid and all this kind of shit, and your one eye, and your 666, and all this okay sign, and you think it's very nice and sexy, lovely girls. You know, they are so sexy, ooh, ooh, and they take you to hell. But you don't know. But you will know when it is time to know. Or listen to the children who are telling you like it really is. I saw who these folks really are. They are like devils. Hey, and these pop stars and movie stars, I did love these folks. Really. I was crying when Michael Jackson did die. And then God come to me. And he said, stop crying. and I directly stopped crying. God, let me see all the things I need to know and I need to tell you. These pop stars are your fallen stars. And you did not see them fall, because these are black stars. They are so dark. There is no light in them. And they definitely don't sign for God. They sign for this devil. And they do all the bloody things you don't know about. You think Bohemian Groove is something? You don't know nothing yet. Start to go to their homes and start to see what they get in their homes. Start to understand how many homes they get. Start to understand where they are and where they can go. You don't know, huh? They can buy you easily. They are so freaking rich, and they don't care about you. If you die tomorrow, your biggest pop star will stand next to you and will say, "I hope you die soon, man." Come on, die for me. You gonna die young. Understand? Because they know that you gonna die young. Many little children gonna die young. Let's talk about young. Why are you gonna die young? Because they go for the little children. They are easy to take. That's why you're gonna die young. And you think they make a joke? You really think so? That they make a joke? B is in the trap, folks. B is in the trap. You still think it's funny? Wait till you go into this pit. They want to get you in. Let's see if it is still funny, or that you will cry and go begging on your knees to Jesus Christ and God. Try to knock on the door there, and God will tell you, I do not know you. Because you know what you are doing. You are gifted by God, that you have a good mind. But do something with it, with your good mind. If your mind is so good, then wake up. And start to feel with your mind. You can feel God with your mind. You don't need your hands to feel God. You can play with Him. And if you are a good lad, He will play with you. But you need to be a good person, or He won't play with you. Yeah, in another way. Because God can play with anyone's mind. And I'm sure, folks, I see it daily. Daily I see it. And the children of God, they see this. And only the children of God, they know how to talk with God. They know when God is there. They know what the meaning is from God. They know when they see a number or a word that God means something with it. And these children are very special in God's eyes, because these are the ones who will see how God speaks. And God can move in many ways, and can speak in many ways. And can knock you off your feet in many ways. He can bring you to worlds you never saw in your life before, and no one ever saw. This is what God easily can do. That's God's thing. Playing with people. Playing with your mind. You know, and the devil, he needs other things to play with your mind. He needs people. He needs your soul before he can come to you. But God can come to you whenever he likes. If he sees someone and he thinks, well, that's a good one, I take him, then you got nothing to say. you only will be happy that God did do this. So understand how happy I am. I am very happy. In a destructible world, I'm very happy that God did do with me what He thought it's good. And I tell my father, Father, it is definitely good what you did do. I think you picked the good one. Because I am listening all the time. You know what? I miss nothing. Everything God tell me, He show me in dreams, visions, by day, by night, in the stars, in the moon, in the sun, in the clouds, in the wind, in the rain. I see His messages everywhere. So I'm blessed by God. I did even not ask for it. Because I was like you, an unbeliever, and I still don't believe, because now that I know my Father, do I need to believe in my own Father? Come on. This is the word you don't use anymore when it is your own Father. And God is my own Father. So I do not have to believe in my own Father. Because I saw Him many times. And I know how real my Father is. That's why in me there is no belief, no church, and no Bible. And you folks, you can tell me what you like. I don't care what you tell me. You better start to care what I tell you. Because it seems that you know nothing of God. And the children of God know all. And they need to speak like I do. There is no way back. They must. You know, they know that they must do it. Like I do it. Because these are the children who touched by God. So they know what to do. They know how to walk, how to talk, how to think, to see, to listen, to feel. You know, folks, I call you the jumpers. You know why? Because your presidents and your kings and your princes and princesses and pop stars and popes and priests will say, how high? Goodbye.